I've called you a filthy transient several times. I don't know if I've used... Yeah, I've probably said filthy. I mean, you've seen you.
I don't think you have, but you've implied it.
Strongly. Mm-hmm. But now I'm just out in the open about it.
Yes. Filthy transient.
Pseudo-homeless.
Yeah, I've stayed at crack houses and in parks, so whatever.
At some point in time, you have to reciprocate, though, right? If another filthy, homeless, transient, gypsy person is like, hey, if I'm over in the States, is there like some bridge that you live near that I can sleep under or something?
Absolutely.
Like, how does that work?
Yeah, and I've invited people I've met all over the place to crash at my house. I met my buddy Greg at this thing in St. Louis like years back, and he was like backpacking through the U.S. from Vegas. Randomly, he just hit me up. He stayed at my house for 2 weeks. That was awesome.
Is he like one of your best friends?
I mean, we're friends.
I mean, is he also from Japan and like one of your best friends?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Because
he's American.
Is his name Hino?
Hino has not stayed with me, Pete.
Oh, okay.
I want Hino to stay with me so badly.
Well, I feel like I've heard you say that. I feel like it's been said on the show, but that wasn't Hino this time.
No, that was Greg.
Greg, okay.
I've had friends from Japan stay with me. Hiroki stayed with me twice.
Who's Hiroki?
My friend Udamaro. He has stayed with me twice for like a week or two at a time.
They're from Japan, you said?
Hiroki's from Japan.
Is Hiroki a wrestler?
Yes.
Hiroki take you to the beach?
He's never taken me to the beach.
Who was it that took you to the beach?
Hino took me to the beach.
Oh, he sounds like a nice guy.
Hino's a great guy. I would love to take Hino to my beach.
Well, so what did you do with some guy named Hiroki, not Hino?
So Hiroki and I, we did so much stuff together. Went to the gym together. I took him to my favorite restaurants together. We had like a party one time at Kuma's Corner. Like him, another friend of mine, a couple cute girls. He very much appreciated that. He appreciated the burger. I'm trying to think. He wrestled on my show. I also want Hino to wrestle on my show someday, Pete. It's just not happened yet.
Oh, I'm sure.
I haven't found a reliable venue that hasn't screwed me over and I could get sponsors for.
No, that sounds like the obstacle here. Yeah,
sure. Stories for another day.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that's like 3 people.
So
none of them Hino so far.
I've had a few beautiful women from various parts of the world stay with me for a week or two at a time.
Dwayne's sister?
She lives in Michigan.
Different part of the... Well...
It's important to say that we never hooked up. Did I mention that in the last episode? That Dwayne's sister and I never hooked up?
I mean, I think you're on the record. Sincerity is usually questionable.
Okay, great. I just want to... It's true. I don't lie. I've never lied on this podcast, actually.
That might be true.
Yeah, for real. I haven't. Even if it's embarrassing or it seems exaggerated, it's not. You want me to start exaggerating more. I haven't yet.
I have peer pressured him to spice up his stories.
Mm-hmm.
He's refused, so I've resorted to giving him crap about not having Hino come to visit.
But yeah, we'll get more on that later. But one of the things, my favorite things I did with Hiroki was Dwayne and I took him in Lafayette to this bar so he could try a bunch of different American beers and craft beers because Japanese beer is kind of crummy. Like I mean, so I hear it's just kind of like watered down American-ish beer, but they also have cocktail beer. Like that's a big one. Strong Zero is like a cocktail beer that's super important. A lot of the American wrestlers become alcoholics because of it in Japan.
Just stick to the Sing Tower Sapporo and then brag about your American like ability to hold alcohol because they're lower octane.
Well, they can hold alcohol better than we can, that's for sure. Just because the quality of their beer isn't good doesn't mean they can't hold their liquor because they down it.
You get Hino here now. I will go drink for drink.
You will die. You will die if you go drink for drink with Hino.
But I will be legend?
Oh, totally legend. Yeah, absolutely. Dwayne and I took Hiroki to this little tiny brewery in Lafayette. And the funniest thing about the whole scenario to me was like, we got a couple flights or whatever, so we could try a bunch of different things and see what he liked. But when they came time to ID him, all he had was a passport, a Japanese passport, which he promptly pulls out because it's not weird for people that are not Americans to use their passport for everything because everyone else has a passport except Americans. So he pulls it out and gives it to the bartender. And I've never seen such a confused look on like a country Indiana person's face as when they were trying to decipher this passport to see if he was over 21.
But he got the beer, though.
Yeah, they eventually, I think they just like, oh, okay, and handed it back. So while the characters are in Japanese, I'm pretty sure the numbers are still the same. And I guess the year is all that matters. So,
right.
Yeah.
Assuming Hiroki's not just turned 21.
Yeah, exactly. He was like 29 or something. So, yeah, they gave us the beer or whatever. Fun fact, too. We were there again like 2 weeks later with my girlfriend at the time, who was French from over here from Japan. And we went to the same brewery so she could try craft beers. And she handed them a French passport and the same exact look on their face again when they saw this, because these are the only 2 passports these people have seen in their life.
So you're just running an international drug ring or something. You keep bringing in all these foreign nationals. I
hope at some point the staff talked about this and like, what is going on with these people? How do they know these people?
I mean, you look kind of menacing and you just show up with out-of-towners. Although my favorite thing, because I had a brief interaction with your lady friend at the time, she didn't say stout. She said,
Stoot.
Stoot.
Yeah. Stoots.
I don't know if that was in everything. Like everyone from France or born there who's French but lives in Japan, if they all say stoots.
My bestie Emily thought that was the funniest thing in the world. She loved it. She still refers to them as that now.
Respect it.
So, but yeah, the only 2 passports these like Anyaks had ever seen were totally like back to back because of me. So, also, fun fact, Hiroki wrestled on my show a few days later. He actually did 2 years in a row, 2017 and 18. And I saw on Twitter the day after the show, some fan, or on Facebook maybe, someone was like, oh, I tried to ask Utamaro if he wanted to grab a beer after the show, but he didn't understand me. So I sent the person a message, and I said, next time you have to say this, and he'll understand. And I was like, say, show finish, you, me, Miller Lite. That's all you got to say. Because even after he tried all those beers, you know what his favorite was? Miller Lite.
Don't hurt my heart. That's crap.
Yep. Miller. It wasn't Natty Light. It was Miller Lite.
Natty, is that a Pat McAfee dig?
By the way, let's just say, Natty Light sucks, bro.
What?
Never drink that.
What about Natter Day?
No, Natter Day. That sounds terrible. That's not my favorite day of the week.
Oh, snap.
Where I don't even know where that came from. I'm just saying I would never endorse Natty Light beer.
Well, but I'm confused.
We're Miller Lite guys now.
Well, I grew up on Miller Lite. By grew up, I really sincerely didn't drink underage.
Yeah, you mean the day you turned 21 up.
I haven't lied on Jake's podcast either. Like,
yeah, you never drank under 21.
I didn't. But my dad always drank Miller products. But anyway, I didn't realize Hiroki had been on 2 of your shows.
Yeah, 2.
So he's been here twice.
Yeah, he's been here twice, 2017 and 18.
Stayed with you both times.
Yeah.
So 2 for him. And then, why do you hate Hino? You guys bonded over RHCP.
Dang it. Hino is like one of my best friends. I love him, man. I want him here so much. I was hoping to have him on my show this last weekend, but that didn't happen. I'm not going to throw shade as to why it didn't happen, but certain cities in our vicinity suck.
So are you you want his first time to be special?
Oh, absolutely.
You want to light the candles, bring him roses.
The big thing I want to do is take him to the beach. I want to take him to a beach.
Return the favor, reciprocity.
Yes,
that's where we started.
He took me to Chiba Beach. Yeah, exactly, reciprocity. So I should tell about this story. So I want to have a show here. Pinheads and I were talking about having a show out on their volleyball court. So to me, I was like, this is like a very Bash at the Beach vibe, which is an old World Championship Wrestling pay-per-view. And that would be super sweet because like we could have a beach party. The only reason I associate that with professional wrestling is in Japan, Hino, big scary Hino, every now and then would have these shows that were Hino's Beach Party. And it was a beach party themed wrestling show.
How do you make a beach party theme? Other than, the obvious being on a beach or being on sand, but what's a beach party theme?
So it's hard to describe, except for I can only tell you the match I was in at Hino's Beach Party show. In 2017, I spent a good amount of the year in Japan. Well, I got there a couple weeks earlier than originally planned. So I just got there to hang out. And Hino had Hino's Beach Party show. So I rode with people to the show. And I walked in and he's like, Jake, I didn't know you're Japan. I'm like, yes. He's like, very happy. I was like, me too. Very happy. He's like, tonight, Royal Rumble. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, you want? I was like, yes, of course, Royal Rumble.
I would enjoy rumbling royally.
Absolutely, I would. And I knew there was going to be a beach battle royal. Didn't know what that meant, but I was like, yeah, I'll be in the beach battle royal. He asked, you have swim short. I was like, no, man. No swim short. He's like, okay. And then he walks away. And a few minutes later, another guy comes up to me, a guy who was going to start training with Hino named Yuta Suzuki, who's just so jacked. He looks great. Pro bodybuilder. And Suzuki-san comes up to me and he's like, your size, short. I was like, L. Like, oh, okay. So like 30 minutes later, I'm walking around and Suzuki comes back in and he hands me a pair of blue swim trunks. Hino send him out to go buy some swim trunks for me so I could be in the beach battle royale, as you like to say. And so we're hanging out and like people have like floaties on and like weird stuff and then like swim trunks and
wrestlers or people in the audience.
Yeah, wrestlers do. But there are like, and there's like beach balls and this and that. And like some of the people in the crowd have beach balls and like swim trunks and stuff on. So we go into this beach battle royal and it was the easiest match of my entire life. So we're just like hanging out and fighting a little bit. And, you know, eventually I get thrown out of the ring or whatever. I didn't even land on the mat. So I get thrown out of the ring. I ended up getting $100 and a pair of swim trunks just to do the battle royal for like 3 minutes. It was great.
Pair of blue swim short.
And funny thing was, another wrestler who'd gotten injured about 8 months prior and had to like kind of retire. He hadn't wrestled that whole time. You could tell like ate him alive, but he just like trained like a madman because it was a neck injury. So he could still kind of train everything. And he got so ripped and chiseled. Like you see every striation of every muscle in his body. And we got in that ring and took off his shirt, took off his pants, and he revealed his white Speedo. And he was just so oily and defined and ripped. People tried to grab him, but they couldn't because he was so slippery.
Who was that guy?
Yamato.
Is that the guy? Did Hino threaten to kill his child?
Oh, Hino didn't threaten to kill his child. Another guy did. Tachibana threatened to kill Yamato's child. Yeah. Because Yamato, was it because I said all white?
Yes.
Yeah, because Yamato's the white knight and he wears all white all the time. All white shoes, white tracksuit, white shirt. When we would work out at the dojo, he would show up in like nice white pants, a white shirt, white tennis shoes, and then he would change out of all that, but he would change to white track pants, a white t-shirt, another pair of white tennis shoes to train.
So he would even fit in at the P. Diddy party.
All white, everything. He was always so tan too.
Gotta be. And oily, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Super oily.
And we just glossed over that murder child thing, right?
Yeah, we talked about that before, right? That was on an episode.
Nah, dog.
We didn't air that?
Nah, dog.
The Typhoon episode?
Correct.
Oh, shoot. We got to re-record that then. We got to put that episode up.
I know. It's important. Now the people are going to know.
Yeah. So, okay, I don't want to spoil it for people, but at the end of a match, another wrestler threatened to murder this wrestler's child. He threatened to break his neck. The kid's 5, and he was weeping. It's great.
But not at the beach. Hino's beach party is a happy place.
Yeah, well, that's that other story for another day. But I want to have a Hino beach party because he had these shows, and they were Hino's beach party. And I couldn't even tell you, like, really what the rest of the show consists of. But now that made me think, since Pinheads wants us to do an outdoor show, because we used to run shows there, but then they renovated their big room, and now we can't run shows in there because there's no room. It's arcade. Now we can do an outdoor show, and it can be Hino's beach party. So if I can get some sponsors to bring over Hino for the beach party, I'm totally going to do it.
Like Fuzzies or Natter Days.
Like Fuzzy's Vodka, our great sponsor since 2015. Natter Days has never sponsored anything. Screw Natty Light.
Ouch.
Just going to say that. Take it how you wish.
I don't know how to rebound, if you will. See how I said rebound, much like I'd say royale. Kind of funny.
Yeah. What else are you going to harp on me for not having Hino over here more? I do have some other friends coming over soon. Other random people have saved me throughout the years. One of my Danish friends is coming over in a few weeks, trying to get him some sweet shows.
I know a bakery if you need some hours.
Yep.
Hillgoss Bakery. It's a nice spot, actually. Bet they're looking for new talent.
They got room for Danish.
More of a donut place.
Another buddy of mine from Japan will actually be coming over pretty soon. But he's not Japanese. He's also not Hino. He's a Australian fellow, Ryan. So that'll be really cool. Got to get him some shows too. But for real, like anyone I've met ever is like pretty much welcome to stay with me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for like at least a week or two. Like any more, you got to pay rent.
Why don't you invite them over then? Like especially ones who are your friends who take you to beach and Big Buddha.
Soon. Hopefully very soon. Hopefully Hino's beach party this fall. Stay tuned.
It'll be cold.
That's how we need to end this. Hino's beach party this fall. Like it's a Fox ad or something.
Like the album that we're going to drop of yours?
I already forgot the name of the album.
No, you didn't.
It
involves rolling and flipping.
Yeah, roll the dice, flip them chickens. Dropping this fall. datpiff.com.
That'll come this fall.
World Star Hip Hop.
I think if you get sponsors, Jake Omen's beach party should come sooner.
Jake Omen beach party.
Because Jake Omen seems like
the mixtape before Roll Them Dice, Flip Them Chickens.
Dude, the end of the world beach party?
Ooh, I don't even know how that would be.
I don't either.
That sounds great, though. Everyone could wear like goth makeup there, but then when they get in the water, it gets washed off. And they just look like they were on a bender.
Or, I mean, if the world is truly coming to an end, why not go out with a bang, man? Just celebrate at the beach.
I guess I could name a show I run after myself. I'd feel weird about that, but I could do it.
I tell you what, you pay for it, you promote it. I'll take the reward and call it my show, but you can call it, the end of the world beach party.
Yeah, okay, if you want to bankroll it, that's cool.
No.
You have to flip another chicken or two to afford it.
I'll roll the dice. It's fine.
Whatever, dog. I'm about both. I'm about that life.
I'm going to need to get in touch with Fuzzies. So if you know Mr. Fuzz, like, I'll need to talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, just DM at Fuzzy's Vodka. They're cool people.
Hey, dope. I'm down.
Yeah. Let's get him to sponsor Hino's Beach Party coming this fall.
We'll just iron on a logo to Hino's swim short that says Fuzzies.
Oh, dude, I would rock swim shorts that say Fuzzy's Vodka on every show I wrestle on if they were going to pay for it. Oh, man, I should pitch them that idea. They might go for it.
Absolutely. Just like a uniform sponsorship.
Like, I'm the Fuzzies guy.
At least for the last night on Earth, man. It's the end of the world.
End of the world beach party. So many ideas are coming from this. But those are stories and ideas for another day, Pete. So thanks for hanging with me. Like all my awesome international friends have hung with me throughout the years and hopefully will over the summer and maybe in the fall.
Maybe.
Coming soon.
Maybe you should invite him.
He's the best. If I mention how much I love him.
I mean, you love him enough not to have him over to your house.
All right, it's enough for today, Pete.